Okay, it is one day later on Thursday, September 22nd, 2022, and here's the thing, there was only meant to be like 4 videos, which the last one being the lab video. We can't do that right now because Rose Crystal's doing stuff, so we're going to have to wait till later to do that. That's completely fine. Who cares? I have the Creations World to do until we're able to do some lab stuff. Also, Celebration of Fall event for ZL2. Was working on it, and then let's just say the PC crashed. But thankfully we saved everything before that happened, so we're all good. We're talking hers. Hey, thankfully it's resolved. Anyway, let's get started with the episode. Sorry about going silent for like 2 seconds. Actually, that was probably for the better. Actually, we can already start by doing this. Now, I haven't come to a conclusion how I want to deal with this, but I may have come up to a solution, maybe. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to lie to you. I've actually been thinking about it this entire time. Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. I was only messing with you. Normally I don't do that. And normally I don't like to mess with you guys. I really don't. And it's something I've wanted to always just accomplish. Just don't mess with you guys. And thankfully, you know me way too well for hopefully for me telling you guys, of course, the truth every time. How did we get into this conversation? Let's get back to the actual video. How the heck did we get into that conversation is beyond me. Like, seriously. How the heck did we get into this? Okay, enough about that. Let's actually, get to the actual video here. So, like I said, let's get to the actual solution. If I had to assume, what I would need to do is actually shorten and shrink in this hallway once again. You saw in the last episode we were able to do just that. And I forgot to remove that. But I have come to a conclusion that we could potentially make this room 1 block bigger. You see, what I would need to do is potentially move this and potentially make this room a little bigger. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is mainly because you may notice this room is crammed as heck. Look, you can barely move anywhere sometimes. Look how crammed in this room is. It wasn't like that. And, well, this passageway I think is exactly the way it is. I'm not sure if the staircase was actually like that. And in that case, we might need to actually do some work to be able to shrink this hallway a bit. And in that case, what we need to do is potentially, again, shrink this a little. Like, just shrink it down and just make it a little smaller. Or at least move this by like 1 block. And I think we'll be all set. So, we're going to do that in this episode. And hopefully we can get that accomplished. Or that might be something I can do off camera if I am willing up to it. Now, the main problem occurs. How the heck is any of this going to work? You see, look how far away this is compared to the actual house. That's insane, right? Look how far away over half this is. And believe it or not, this might be a little too high up. Which means we need to extend it even farther up. What that means is that we might have a good shot of actually getting this to work. Let's just say, for example, I go ahead and raise this up 1 block higher. And then we can see where things go from there. Also, another reason I might want to consider doing this is so we can even put the staircase back to its proper spot, which was like right around here. We could also, again, extend the size of this room to make it a little bigger because it's really crammed in. And that's, again, something I am considering as we go into the rest of this project. And I hope to get it done by the end of the day. That would be pretty sweet. Preferably, hopefully, before night. That would be freaking sweet. You can see our progress here is actually looking really good. We're actually doing quite a good job on this house. And when we get to my current one, it's going to feel even sweeter, knowing that that will not take as long. So in that case, let's jump into the actual video. What we're going to do is we're going to make this bigger. And I apologize for taking so long to explain all of that. What I'm, again, considering doing is raising this up one block higher. Doing this allows me to actually make the room a bit higher. Also, like I just said, it will potentially, and I mean potentially, give us a good chance to fix this solution. Now, if it doesn't work, what I can do is, well, actually, I haven't figured that out yet. For right now, I haven't figured that out yet. And actually, this might be good for me because if I do this, whereas that is there, I might actually be able to extend this up properly. By that, we can do this. Basically, what I am referring to is, well, raising this up higher. So yep, that is exactly what I'm going to do right now. We are going to raise this up higher, and then we'll see where things go. Because, oh, actually, you know what? That also alone is a better way to raise this up higher. Because, this is basically the ceiling. I mean, look at it for a second. You can see that if we do this, yeah. Can you guys notice something? Yeah. Yeah, it's looking pretty obvious why I should consider raising it up one block higher. Because it, again, might actually work in my favor. So that's another reason I'm considering raising it up. Also, I think it actually just looks good. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and fix this. Now, this is the exact wall that we are going to be using for this room. So once again, let's go ahead and raise this, then do this. Basically, what we are doing is basically anything. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. I need to shut up. Because I don't know what I am saying at this point. And that's worrying me. That I might say the wrong stuff as we go along. But I'm confident we actually got this. I'm very confident that this will actually work. I'm just worried we might get this wrong. But again, I am confident that we will get this right. And I really hope we do. Because if we do, I think there's a good shot we might be able to fix that problem from the last episode. And I'm really hoping that we, do that because I think it will work in my favor. I think this will work. And normally I do a good majority of this off camera, which, by the way, I might consider doing in probably just a few seconds. Because this is technically looking like it is going to take forever. So I'm going to consider doing a good majority of this off camera. I will come back in probably just a few seconds. And we're going to see how this looks. So guys, I'll come back in the next few seconds. And hopefully by then, I think we'll have the entire upstairs raised up one block higher. And there may be a few other things I might do. Remember the last episode, a good majority of it was done off camera? Yeah. The same thing might be done here. So, as of right now, this is exactly what it looks like right now. Prepare for it to be raised up one block higher. Here we go. All done. Yep, it is already done that quickly. You're welcome. Holy frick. Yep, we did it. Look at the major time difference. Okay, maybe it may not be that major, but holy frick. It's exactly the same, but higher. 1 block higher. Also, look how insanely close we are. Holy frick. That might have actually worked in my favor. And see, if you can see here, take a look for yourself. Holy frick, I think we just did it. First off, we can do this, which secures this. Oh my god, we have just probably done it. Yep, that's right. It is completely risen up now, which means now you can no longer see the floor from upstairs. And now it'll feel like you're just downstairs in general. Yep, it has been completely risen up to the point where you literally can see it all. And it's awesome. So yeah, guys, we are so freaking close. You really don't understand. Today we're going to do my room as well. And seriously, guys, look how freaking insanely close we are. Normally, this is not meant to matter. Normally, it's meant to be a direct staircase down automatically. The problem is, though, we unfortunately cannot accomplish that. Unless we do this. Which, I don't see that happening, but come on, guys. We kind of have no choice but to do it. We might actually have no choice but to do this, guys. Raising it up higher may or may not have just fixed our problem we had in the last episode. And I think it actually just did. Because if you look here, as you can see, it actually looks like it was fixed. Now, why did we not think of doing this in the last episode? First off, because I would have to redo literally everything. Oh wait, we literally just did. But the problem is, I wasn't up to doing that last night. So, that can also explain why. I just wasn't up to it. I was also way too tired at the time to think of doing something as crazy as that. So, yeah, you kind of couldn't mind me here. You kind of couldn't blame me there. Because also, at the time, I was up for like 16 hours at the time. So, that could also explain why. But, there we go. Mainly right here, there would be like one more little passage. And then you would make it your own room, which is pretty sweet. So there you go, guys. It's finished. Normally, the staircase is automatically meant to start here. You're normally not meant to have, like, this path, like, right here. But, honestly, it's the only way we'll be able to get this staircase properly to work. And you know what? I think I'm going to live with it. Because at this point, I literally cannot find any other option to try and avoid it. So I might want to consider living with it. And if that does rely on me to do that, I wouldn't mind. Now, as for this, that's another thing I need to worry about. How the frick do we fix this situation? The room is not meant to be this big. But at this point, we kind of have no choice. We literally have no choice, guys. We have to purposely make the room this big. And if that's okay with you, that is completely fine by me. We will have to make the wall pink, though. Reason. This was Rose Crystal's room back in the day. So, I have to purposely make it pink now. But, hey, you know what? We already did that before. Remember the pink tent in Camp Zoul's up too? Yeah, it's similar, but I can do that again. Yeah, I'm actually glad I riz it up. Because our option actually was saved. And I can't believe it actually worked. In my favor. I seriously can't believe that actually works. And then, we're gonna get to this monstrosity right after. We're gonna be doing the rest of the upstairs today. So, yeah, we've already technically started by doing this. Now, we're gonna raise it up a bit higher, and then continue from here. The problem is, that's in the way. But you know what? I'll live with it. I will sincerely live with this. Now, granted though, this room actually was a little big. So you know what? It actually works. Why was I so worried one episode back? I really needed to think a bit smarter on these situations. But the problem is, I didn't know at the time that it was not going to be that simple. So, again, how was I supposed to know? But now, I know. I know it's pretty simple. And I can acknowledge that now. To the point where it's actually not as difficult as we thought. So there you go. Room is finished. Kind of. Yeah, we're going to be here a good while. But actually, you know what? That actually looks good. Because the bed in this room was actually pretty big. And right there is literally the staircase. So, we did ourselves good here. I just need to make sure and check that everything was up to proper position before actually getting started. Also, we can purposely do this now. And yes, I will build in all these blocks that go into, well, this. Because purposely, this wasn't enough. Apparently I needed to go a bit farther when doing this, so yeah, that can purposely explain that. And actually, there was a window at the end of this as well, very similarly to that one. So we have to do basically the exact same thing. Well, that's gonna suck. But you know what? Hey, it works, and I'm actually cool with doing this. Wait a minute, you're saying it's already... Oh my god, it's already 6:15 already. Where does the time go? I think that's a question for all of us. Where does the frickin' time go? I think that answer is a good... I think that question's a good answer for all of us. And the answer is... Nobody knows. Wait, how far down is this? Oh. Well, in that case, there we go. It's finally complete. Finally. Yep, we can confirm this is complete. Not really, because we still gotta have this window. Okay, it's finished for real this time. Let's break open this window. And actually, it is much higher up. Because now you're actually able to properly see this. From right high up. So now that we got the whole entire room done, we can now move on. Because now, this room is done. Actually, yeah, that's how I remember it. Very similar to that window. And technically, there's meant to be a curtain here. So let's go ahead and implement that. We're also going to go ahead and implement, well, yeah, the curtain itself. Let's go ahead and do that. That will stay there permanently. And then if I remember, the curtain was potentially... Yeah, that was the one! This curtain would always stay closed. Which means if you ever wanted to open it, yeah, you're gonna have to consider. Yep, there you go. Nice. Next up, what we are going to do is add a target, because a fun fact, this is where the dartboard used to be. Let's go ahead and add that. Nice, because that's where the dartboard used to be. And if we do it as follows, right here, see, we have something to do in here. Very similar to the actual costume itself, except in that case, we never actually used it in here. You gotta be kidding me, it was sitting there for 3 freaking years. Okay, not actually. But we never really actually used it. And that's definitely something. And I'm actually looking at the actual dartboard that was in this room right now. Yeah, fun fact, the same dartboard I have now is the one that was in this room back then. You really do not understand how many of these things I still have now. Because that's exactly it. Now, obviously, we don't have a dartboard, so, but this target will do. And actually, it's the most similar. Hey, why not? And you know what? This wasn't even in the original, but you know what? I'm gonna add it just for the sake of this creation. Voila! Nice. Now I will get some actual lights in here, don't worry. But what I want to do first is the main desk. Fun fact, the desk I have my computer on was also one that I used in this room. You, again, do not understand how many of these things I still have from this house. Well, let's go ahead and prove that this is a serious fact. Because it is. Whoa, whoa, whoa! We can't actually do that just yet. Because we aren't done with this yet. By that I mean this. This has to be the place I film the most videos. I'm actually serious. No, wait, sorry. This is the wrong stuff. But yeah, there were so many videos I filmed in this room back then. And it's really insane. The memories I have in this room were insane. This is the place I filmed the most videos, as I just addressed. But yeah, we can add that because that was definitely the chair back then. What else? I definitely remember what I just had. Oh no, wait, we actually have to go down there. I'll break for the window. Yeah, that's what we need. We can break through the window now. Or, sorry, let's put it back. Where the heck is that? Ah, there it is. Okay, and now we can put ourselves back. Yeah, I'm actually seriously glad I rose that up. Because it just looks way better this way. We'll put, obviously, some computers in here. Because, of course, obviously, we had stuff like that. You're probably wondering whose desk this was in this room. My mom's desk in this room. While the rest of us had the desks that I have this PC on, for a clear example. Fun fact, my desk was intentionally pretty much right in front of it. However, over time, we did swap desks at one point with me and Rose Crystal. You may remember that. Back, like, exactly 5 years ago! Nice! This was the day 5 years ago that, she was, like, Rose Crystal was, like, this desk, like, right here, right in front of this, and it was so cool. And then I took the desk right behind it, and then Ambrose was, like, the one in the back. Normally, fun fact, I always had the one in the front here for the majority of the time that we were in this room. Now, obviously, that isn't the case anymore. Because, again, we aren't there anymore. But I still have basically looking like this exact same desk, which is crazy to believe. And now I actually have 2 out of the 3 desks that were in this room. And the third one is with Rose Crystal. This is a serious fact. I am legit serious to all of you right now. The majority of the videos on my computer back in the day, or my laptop to be exact, in this house, were mainly filmed in here or my room. This is, again, a serious fact. And it's just insane that when you realize, and technically speaking, the chairs I had are gone now. Everything is legit gone. And yeah, the blue chair is gone. All of them. The only one that's technically still remaining to this very day is the red one, but that's even breaking apart too. So yeah. It's like serious when I'm telling you all these things. It's actually serious. Come on, right when I needed to place that down. Move it. Move it. Okay. Actually, this will be the red one. Because this is mainly where this one was. There we go. Let's go! We have them all. And I feel good. I feel insanely good about this. No, seriously, I feel good about this. Like, I really genuinely feel good about this, guys. Like, I genuinely feel good about this. And, yeah. Like, seriously, I genuinely do feel good about this right now. And I just love how this works. It just looks really, really good. And we can block off a good majority of this with the slabs right here and here. We can block all those off. We can even put a trap door in between all of this, like that. There we go. And now it's all hidden for the rest of time. Now I just gotta put down the PCs themselves, which, fun fact, I think both me and Rose Crystal still have our PCs that we used in this room. You really need to understand that's a serious act. It's actually serious when you think about it, guys. We actually do have those still. And yeah, I'm just telling you guys stuff to pass the time, so I don't bore you all again for the 40 millionth time. Have I ever done that to you? Have I ever actually bored you guys for something? Please comment down below. I want to know. Because if I have, I'll be sure to get a lot better. And I'm also trying not to make these videos extremely long because it can get boring after a while. Even I rewatch some of these episodes sometimes, and yeah, I can agree, they do get long and kind of boring after a while. But I really hope in the future that isn't the case. Oh, that was meant to be like this. Oh, never mind, guys. Apparently, it's like that on purpose. Oh. You know what? I'll live with it. It actually looks pretty good. Now, we did actually have something. Watch. See? Look at this, for example. Yep, that's exactly what I was trying to tell you. Actually, it doesn't work like that. Yeah, I actually had another idea in mind for that. I really should have done it. yeah, it's this, the shelves, which look like this. And we actually left these here because they no longer serve their purpose. Like, literally, I'm not joking. These shelves no longer serve their purpose after we left. So we just left them here. Yep, there you go. That's exactly what I'm referring to. Yep, there you go. That's exactly what I'm referring to. Now, the actual door for this room, let me just say, well, this isn't the exact one, obviously. I really think it could be that. And mostly, this door was always open. So we might want to consider leaving that open for the time being. Actually, sometimes even these doors were open for a good while. But sometimes they were also open. Very similarly, could be this as well, where these were left open as well. But frankly, actually, I'm pretty sure that's actually how they looked. I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, they used to open up like this, and then would open up into this. Actually, I think I had the right idea before. My bad, guys. I think I had the right idea beforehand. Yeah, I definitely had the right idea before. My bad, guys. Yeah, I need to realize these things. Yeah, I definitely had the right idea beforehand. We're gonna leave these closed for the time being. Mostly, this one was always closed in the original. And that's not a surprise. But actually, that floor right there is meant to be this one. 1 second. I just love how convenient that is. Wait, wrong one. There we go. See, this one was mainly always closed. Like, most of the time, it was always closed. And that wasn't a surprise at the time. Now, this one was kind of both. Open and closed at some times. So, we can leave those open for the time, no, closed for the time being. Those ones definitely, because they were almost always closed. Now, you were probably always wondering all this time, what was even behind the curtain the whole time? Genuinely, just pointless junk, which is why I never actually showed you all this time. So if you were curious, yeah, that can explain why. Like it was just pointless junk back here, back in the day, which is why I didn't really actually show you back then. Because again, it was pointless stuff. But one thing that wasn't pointless was this. That's right, painting. Yep, that was the one thing in here that actually wasn't pointless. Actually, I'm pretty sure it was a stool, but we can't actually do that. So instead, we have to introvert into another way. Instead, we'll just use a regular chair. Much better. And that'll work. I'm honestly cool with that one. I'll leave it for the time being. Until we have to update it for something like events. But yeah. Now, we obviously aren't done. You really think we're done that quickly, right? Yeah, no. We are not done just yet. The reason we're not done is because there's actually more to this room than you may think. You see, back in the original, there was actually stuff right around here. There was a shelf right around this, right here. Like, there was even a board right here. And speaking of which, let's go ahead and implement that now. for the rest of the time. And then maybe over time I'll update it for like events like Halloween and Christmas. That's definitely a good idea, which is something I am considering doing in the future. Now that we got that out of the way, let's consider doing this. Actually, I think it was right here. So now we can move that. Next up, we have to put in another cabinet. The reason is purposely because there was another cabinet here, which is gone, obviously. We don't have it now. If I remember, yep, full on glass. Yep, and that is pretty much exactly how I remember it. It makes sense, considering we don't even have it anymore. Fun fact, did you know that we actually had a mini fridge in there? Fun fact, the one you see in the outdoor kitchen / bar was in this room. You really don't know how much stuff comes from this room now. You really don't. And I'm glad I'm telling you this, because it was serious. It all was. Again, the mini fridge you saw in the bar / kitchen, Neil and I, is again the one that went like right here. Now, before we actually do that, we need to break open this window again. The reason is because we need to go down here and think of, yeah, this is the one. Okay, let's do it. Where's my broken hole again? There it is. Yeah, I'm really glad I rose this up, because it's looking a whole lot better now. I'm curious what I will do for a good majority of these rooms in the near future for the respective events. I'm really curious now. This is already the 4th video related to this project. Oh, 37 minutes. I did not think it was going to take me that long to do this room. I greatly apologize, guys. Where the heck is the deep slate when you need it? Okay. 1 second. There we go. Okay, I was just curious because I wanted to know if I wanted to use another block. Oh, actually, we do need that iron trap door, so let's make our way out to the lanai again. Man, it's so dang convenient. Now we have all these rooms, which is nice. Now, I think we have just enough room. Oh, come on. Oh, wrong room. Sorry, we're meant to go into the classroom. And so dang freaking convenient back then, guys. You really don't understand how convenient it was to have all of this. Much better. The board actually went on top. But since this is smaller, we have to do what we can do here. I will actually consider doing this to make the room a bit bigger. And that actually worked, surprisingly enough. Lastly, all we need... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Okay, so we purposely actually have to keep these intact. There we go. Mini fridge. It's going to be nice putting that into my current house. Yeah, funny enough, we already had, like, mini fridge down there, but I don't think we actually ever really used it because we already had the one up here. And the reason we put it up here is because we already had one in the lanai back then. So that's something. Now, as for actual lights in these rooms, and also, unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to get the little colored streamer things up here. That's completely fine. Actually, I think we still are The problem is, it's probably going to get in the way of a lot of things. Also, I need to figure out where some of these go, because fun fact, these I actually still have today. Most of them. I just want to make this room look like the original. But not exactly. That would be too difficult. So how are we going to make this look like it? First off, I also need to consider doing this. Adding in some actual lights in here. Yeah, we're talking actual lights into this room. We also just need to light it up in general, because holy frick, this is dark. So yeah, I'm considering lighting up the room. For that reason alone. There we go. So now the room is lit up. I'm also considering doing it right here. So we can light up that part of the room. We can also light this part of the room up. And there you have it. Looks pretty nice. There you have it. Hey, go look for yourself. Of course, obviously, we're gonna have some stuff written on this board. Oh, right, need to find the signs. And you know what? For the sake of this video, god dang it. We're gonna do it just for the sake of the video. And then the rest of this is just random nonsense. What's the best one to put on here? This. Nice. Yeah. Now, obviously, I will only update this board every time I come onto this world, so basically every Monday. And while sometimes you guys might not see this board, at least just know that I will update it. Never mind, apparently I do have to take it off unless I want to write something on this board. Which, in that case, is probably nothing. Now, granted, this board may stay the way it is for the time being. Now, why is the date over there instead of like in the middle? Because back then, that's exactly what it was. Oh, actually, there was a red carpet in here. But that's easy, as we can literally just do this. And I think we even got rid of it after we left, so I am not surprised. Actually, this could work in my favor, considering now that the floor has risen up, we don't have to worry about it blending in downstairs. You can see how freaking convenient all of this is. You really probably don't understand how convenient a lot of this is. We can even do this. Yep, it is that convenient. Sorry. It is so convenient how much this room is. Oh, my bad. I did the wrong one. My bad. One sec, guys. And I think mine, was actually under one of these. So, in that case, yeah. Yeah, let's go. I think in this case, I think mine was actually under there as well, with the exception of this. Actually, I think that's a bit much. I don't think actually all of us were actually under there. I don't think there was actually a rug under any of theirs, so in in that case, I just fricked up. I think mine was the only one to actually have that. And if I am right or wrong, which I probably am, so I'm gonna fix that. Even though I could check footage. I even have footage of just the room in real life. And it looks pretty identical. Take a look for yourselves, if you have the time. Actually, that's how it's meant to look. Now I got it. So, there we go. Room is finished, and I actually feel good about this room design. I know I gotta add the little lantern things, but is there actually a reason to add them now? Oh, we forgot about one computer. My bad, guys. We forgot about one computer. And god dang it, we can't actually do this. What about paintings themselves? We gotta make it exactly identical. Yeah, let's get something different. There we go. Nice. Everything's finished. And it looks great. So that room's finally done. You know what? For the sake of it, I will highlight it as the classroom, despite not having an actual sign there. And just for the sake of the video. Oh my god, I did not think that was actually gonna fit. My god, we are so good! I did not think that that was actually gonna fit, I'm not gonna lie. But yep, now we have the classroom room every time. So now we can just automatically go in there anytime we want. And now, we feel good. Yep, we just did it. We made an exact replica of the classroom. Actually, I think there was actually something here, so I'm gonna fill that in real quick. And then what else I'm gonna do is, well, I'm gonna do this one next. Alright, what else do I do next? Mainly? I'm not sure. But yeah, now it actually feels good having this room finished. And nice, the carpet's almost identical. Nice. I am nailing these like crazy. But yep, everything feels great. I definitely don't remember anything being up there, so we don't have to worry. Now, if there's an event, yeah, this portal will get updated at some point. But yeah. Guys, I think we're going to do one more room, and then I'm going to end the video. What room do we want to do for last? That's the one thing I need to consider. What room do I do for last? Because is the room really that small? No. No, it can't possibly be that small. No, I'm just seeing things. Aren't they? But yeah, it's nice to finally have this staircase complete after all of this time. just now I don't have to worry about it anymore. I'm actually very glad that now I don't actually have to worry about this stupid staircase anymore. Actually, you know what? I think I liked the way I had it before, because it actually gives us a better way to actually see the top of the staircase. Yeah. So, yeah. I don't necessarily know. There is one thing, which is this. Oh. I have to make this room smaller. You want to know why? I have one reason for you. It's called, there was a closet back here. Yup, back in here, there was a closet which I only showed you once. The entirety of the time that I was in this house. One time. One time. And it's better I show you now. Because holy frick, I never showed you it again after this point. Yep, it was this small. And this will probably be the last thing we build in the video. Now, I will do a ton of this off camera, whereas I'll continue figuring out what lamps of certain rooms I need to make certain rooms. Basically, the size of certain rooms. For example, by not including this, I had basically just, I don't know actually, but not including that is actually bad. By not including this little mini closet right here. So, yeah. Now, I'm going to figure out the size of this. So then, at some point, I will have figured out everything for the rest of this. And we're going to see how things go from here. So, guys, I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you for watching. I apologize that it's so long. I hope the next episode will not be this long. I really hope so. Because I am hoping to, hopefully, get this done. Yeah, this is way too dang small. And actually, that closet, only one of the doors were right here. So now I really fricked myself over. But again, I'll see you all in the next episode. Thank you again for watching, and see you next time, guys. Nice! I nailed it! Woo! Also, don't be surprised if you see a big difference by the next episode. This is going to be the 5th episode going into this project, and I hope we're done next time. For now, though, I'm going to continue working on this right now. And hopefully this 5th episode going into it will be the last one. See you next time. And hopefully it also won't be as long.